Take a deep breath. It's snippet time. Hello, gals, and welcome to Sober Living Snippets, where we live alcohol-free so we can heal those relationships, feel youthful again, and ditch regret and shame. Gals, today I'm going to talk to you about ritual, or we could think of it this way, symbolic behaviors, and how we can use them to our advantage to help us on our sober, growing journey. Now, at the beginning of this show, I said, take a deep breath. It's snippet time. I said that because that is how I start the snippets. I close my eyes. I take a deep inhale through the nose. I exhale slowly through the mouth, and I ask for a little help from up above. I feel my heart center, and I think of you. I think of you, and I send energy from my heart center to you. I have on a piece of paper in front of me the topic I want to talk about and a few bullet points. And otherwise, I just talk from the heart. So if you've ever wondered, the snippets are not scripted. I have no idea, to be honest, what is going to come out of my mouth each episode, other than a few points, right? But the one thing I do ritualistically every time is take that deep breath with my eyes closed and just center myself. I ask for help. So by that, I mean, there's a wiser being in this universe than me. And the messages that you need to hear can get to you through my mouth and this microphone if I allow myself to be open and loving and relaxed. That's the key to it, relaxed. And so that's why I ask for help. I'm hoping that I'm going to be divinely inspired. And I believe that all humans can and are divinely inspired when we allow it. Now, one thing that will stop that quicker than anything is alcohol. Unfortunately, divine inspiration really has a hard time flowing when we are numbing ourselves out with alcohol. But that's another snippet. Actually, I should write that down. Let's stay focused. Today, I want to talk about ritualizing behavior and the power of it. So I spoke to you on a few occasions about having a sacred space in your home. If you're new around here, by the way, welcome aboard Snippet Land. It is a special place, and I'm so glad you found us. A sacred space, what I call a sacred space, is a spot in your house that you call your own, and you fix it up beautiful, and you make it smell nice there, and have things there that are easy to look at, easy to smell, easy to hear, your space, and you use that space for your personal growth, your daily self-care routine, which could be prayer, could be meditation, could be yoga, should definitely include journaling. Now, if you have a tiny house and that you can't have a whole room to yourself, that's okay. Choose a particular chair, a particular spot, and go to that same spot every time. And this becomes a ritual. And what you're doing is you're training your subconscious. You're training the subconscious to know that when I approach this area, this chair, this room, wherever it is, my sacred space, I'm coming to this space to look after myself, nurture myself, love myself, care for myself. And this is not a place where I do anything else. And what happens is you build up energy in that place. And when you do approach it, it doesn't take very long for that energy to build up. And when you approach that spot, it's easier to calm down. It's easier to meditate, or it's easier to be present, or it's easier to do whatever you're going to do because the subconscious is helping you because you've trained it to know, oh, this is the place where we do this. It's just like this, when we approach our bed, the subconscious knows, oh, we're going to sleep. So it helps you get tired, unless you're using your bed that night for other things. But that's, another story. It's like the living room where you watch Netflix or whatever you watch on your big television screen. That's a ritual. The body knows, okay, we're going to get some input here from this screen. Let's wake up so we can watch. You get my point. So the sacred space is your space The message we're sending is very important. We care about ourselves. But we can use ritual in many, many, many more ways. So we've already talked about two, the way I start the snippets, your sacred space. You can do this in so many different places. What about before you start your car, take a deep breath and verbalize your intention for that drive, such as, this is going to be a peaceful, safe drive. Instead of racing off onto that road. Do you know that driving is more dangerous than flying, more dangerous than most things? Driving is dangerous. And we do it all the time. People who are afraid of spiders will go and drive their car. Let me tell you, that car is way scarier than any spider. Way scarier. So why not ritualize a safe journey? Why not ritualize your food? Say a prayer or take a deep breath before you eat. And then, of course, there's the more traditional rituals with the kinds we find in churches and places like that. Humans need ritual because it helps us to immediately get into a particular mood. It helps the subconscious to understand what we're attempting to do in that particular moment and time. Ritualizing your life is very powerful. And if you're giving up alcohol, you're going to notice that there are certain places in your world, whether it's in your home or your neighborhood, that you have actually ritualized into drinking. You do your drinking a certain way. You drink out of a certain glass. You drink in a certain place with certain people. You go to a certain liquor store. These are all rituals. You've ritualized your drinking. And when we decide to give up alcohol, it's going to be difficult to be around those places because they've been ritualized and you will be instantly triggered. This is what a trigger is, right? What we're doing with healthy rituals is triggering ourselves into beautiful behavior, healthy behavior, calming behavior. So when we come into recovery coaching, into sobriety coaching, the first thing I ask you to do is set up your sacred space and create your daily ritual. And then I help you, the whole group helps you to stay accountable to that so that it can become a habit. But unfortunately, we will ritualize things that are harmful for us. For the longest time, I mean a ridiculously long time, I had ritualized after dinner ice cream. It was like I could not finish my meal and just go to bed or go to wherever I was going to do. I had to have ice cream. It was a ridiculous ritual. Hard to break, difficult. We can make rituals that become very hard to break. Driving and munching was another one. It was hard for me to drive my car without eating something. And I realized, well, this is ridiculous. And of course, it wasn't healthy food. A lot of sugar, a lot of sugar, kids. That's one thing that I haven't talked much about. And I've actually got a note to self to do a snippet on that in the near future, because I know those of you who have given up alcohol struggle with sugar. We all do. It's because the sugar is the next best thing, right? It can replace alcohol. When we drink a lot of alcohol, we don't even want sugar because we're getting it through the alcohol. So it's very, very common to struggle with sugar after sobriety, but that's another snippet. So rituals can be very helpful and very harmful. And a helpful ritual will trigger you into behaviors you want, and a harmful ritual will trigger you into behaviors you don't want. So even just being aware of this will help you to help your subconscious to help you, right? Because when we're triggered, it's the subconscious taking over and saying, oh, this is where we do this now. It's time for a glass of wine because this is the time of day and the place where the wine comes out. So just reminding you, it's wine time. Very helpful in many ways, but not when it comes to that. Once we become aware of these little rituals, we've got to break these habits, which can be difficult and can take time, but it can be done, and awareness is a good first step. Another way you could break those rituals is join me this March 19th to 23rd for the 5-day Sober Spring Cleanse. This is an online challenge I'm hosting in a private, safe, confidential, closed Facebook group. In this challenge, you're going to go alcohol-free for 5 days and then continue on. I'm going to show you how. And we're going to start cleansing the body, mind, and soul together. And you can start your alcohol-free life with me March 19th to 23rd by doing the Sober Spring Cleanse. If you have yet to get started, join us. And if you've already started, join us and get your next 5 days. Either way, I'll be there supporting you every single day, giving you micro tasks that will help you cleanse and heal and begin your new journey. We can make 2025 the best summer ever by starting it out this spring. We were doing it on the 19th because the first day of spring is the very next day, the 20th. Join me for the Sober Spring Cleanse let's finally meet. I'd love to meet you. I can hardly wait to meet you. So sign up now so I can start sending you information. You can get settled in because there's lots of goodies already pouring in. Gals are already joining the group. The group is getting ready. I'm in there. Come and join us and do the Sober Spring Cleanse 2025. It's going to be amazing. And I just want to share with you one more thing. In January, in case you're new around here or you forgot, this past January, I did the Juicy January Sobriety Challenge. Now, this was 31-day challenge. It was pretty grueling. It was awesome. And by the way, a lot of the women that were with me then are still with me and still sober. So these challenges work. But what I really wanted to share with you about that challenge was a little bit of feedback I got from some of the women. So we were together for 31 days in January, and I got some feedback from these women just to see how it went and how I can improve. Feedback is always good, isn't it? When I asked these women what was the best part of the challenge for you, here's some of the things I got in response. One woman said, Becca's morning talks. Oh, that's so sweet. That's what I'll be doing for this challenge as well. Every morning I go live in the Facebook group and just give you your own face-to-face private snippet to keep you going that day and giving you micro tasks, micro homework, something to do that day to help you on your way. And another woman agreed with her when I asked her what the best part of the challenge was for her. She said the morning check-ins and the support from Becca and group. It was very powerful. The group of women were just amazing. You're all amazing. All of you who come into my snippet world are amazing women. And if I haven't met you yet, I can hardly wait. Another woman said, knowing my strengths along with my weaknesses and what I need for myself to improve. Beautiful, beautiful. Another woman said, realizing I'm not alone and my situation is not unique. Yes, that's very powerful. You are not unique, my dear. You're very, very special, but your drinking is not unique. Another woman said, I loved getting up and listening to your wisdom. Thank you so much, gals. So much love went around in January, and we're about to do it all again. So don't miss out this time. Go to the show notes and join me and other snippet lovers March 19th to 23rd for the Sober Spring Cleanse. And let's make this the best summer ever. Thanks for getting your snippet today, gals. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.